Welcome everyone, this is going to be episode 57 of my gameplay on No Man's Land. I'm moving our flower truck because our production stopped because I didn't realize we were full here. So I'm going to move this over here and set it next to the other 50,000 liters we have over here. I believe it unloads on the left side, so I'm going to, it loads up really nice and neat next to it. So I can get pretty close to that set actually there and I unload it. That'll actually be more than enough space. Yep, perfect. And then we'll go park it back over there so you can keep working. So that's 100,000 liters of flour sitting right there. And we have another like 9,000 over here, and we're still making more, which is great. And our soy is ready to harvest. So I did say last episode we get our soy going. And I did sell our chicken pen off. I did end up doing that because, yeah, got it out of the way here. See if that, perfect. Okay, we can go ahead and probably shut him off. Yep, and they should be able to just keep going into there. Perfect. And then we can put some more barley in there probably as well. So that's a little bit of our barley. There's still some in the protection building there, but get a little bit in there for now. But yeah, so we are going to get our soy harvest here done. Now one thing, our money has gone down quite a bit since last time because we talked about getting a new seeder, and this thing popped up on sale. So we talked about once we're done with this harvest, because we should have enough money, we were going to buy, where's it at in here? This setup right here, 23.2 meters, and this guy. And then we said, what was that? $545,500 or something like that. That should be about actually right. So this guy shows up on sale with 6 hours on it, and it's only 162,000, so 110,000 off. So I just had to jump on it. It was perfect. It worked out really perfect. Now, obviously, it's got a little bit of damage on it, but that is a screaming deal for that air cart. So we have the air cart now, which is great. So we're starting to head the right direction. Now we have plenty of horsepower to pull it. I believe our versatile should not have any issues. 583 and 500. I don't know what that requires. If we scroll in here, 500. So both of our tractors can do it just fine. And it does seed and fertilizer, which is actually super nice as well. Now, I did also think about running precision farming on this series, so let me know what you guys think of that down in the comments. I did think about adding it. I know I added it last No Man's Land when we did that, but I didn't run it on this one because, well, for one, it wasn't out when we started this series. We started this series when Farming Simulator 22 came out, or very shortly after that, so which is really crazy to think about as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and get our soy harvest done. I think that'll be a good plan for us. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to mention to you guys. I don't think so, though. I'll be honest, I don't know how long. These things are just so loud. Let me turn that. I'm just going to turn that volume down. That is just wild loud right there. Let's go. Let's try that. It's definitely a little better. That's much better. There we go. So but yeah, so we are definitely going to get our soy harvest done. I don't know how long this episode's going to be. It might be actually a lot of me doing harvesting off camera, unfortunately. And I do want to sell some stuff. I think we need to make some money this episode as well. So I'm trying to think in terms of how I want to do this, because I do want to get a good thumbnail shot. And you guys have already seen it. Oh, I need to check on the grass. How's the grass? The grass is ready as well as of today, too. So I need to get that done as well. I'm glad I noticed that. Where's our harvest right there? So obviously, we have this field to harvest, this field to harvest, this field to harvest. We are going to get probably 300,000 liters of soybeans, which is going to be a lot. I'm going to get both of our trucks here in a second working. I'm probably going to empty the barley out of that one to be able to get it ready to unload and do all that. I'm not going to do a time lapse just because I don't want to spend a ton of time editing. So DJ Go, him and I are literally leaving in 4 hours for the airport to go. So I'm just trying to get this done, uploaded. Again, I want it to be a good quality video. It just might be a touch shorter, and you guys already probably know that. But I think to start, we're going to start, I think 2 harvesters down here, and then I'm going to take a thumbnail shot maybe once they're down there. I think that might look pretty good because we have a lot of soy. We have a lot of soy to harvest. So I want to get a good thumbnail shot is what I honestly want to get. So I'm going to start this guy down there. And then I'm actually going to start the second harvester on the second row. And then I'll unhire this guy when I need to be able to get a good thumbnail shot here. But we'll get him started. I know I've done the thumbnails with you guys in here for a few episodes in this series, but Otherwise, it just is what it is. So I know to put a weird cut in there. You guys might as well see what I'm doing. There's no secrets or secret stuff I'm doing off camera or anything like that. Alright, let's get this guy rolling, and we should get a real good yield off of this. Hire you to do that, and then while you're starting down that row, we're going to hop in this guy and get him out there as well. So we can get both of these guys running. Now, there's actually a third one of these. It's probably still on sale, actually. There's a third one on sale that I did think about buying because it's only $27,000. But eventually, we do want to upgrade these harvesters, and I think, honestly, two is enough for me to try to keep up with them. But I'm not going to work them both in the same field. I will probably actually send one down to the far field to get that one done real quick after I get the thumbnail shot in. But yeah, it should work out. But this is kind of how I do thumbnail shots. I know I don't usually run 2 harvesters on a field, but it's just trying to get a good shot that kind of shows what we're doing in the episode with what equipment, at least as best as possible. So that's kind of one of the things I use to try to kind of help out a little bit. And we'll be honest, I wish that guy was more full after doing that much. So it's not great. I know soybeans is a lower yield crop, especially compared to like barley, which is what we're used to doing. So we'll see. Maybe we won't move 300,000 liters, but that would be real nice if we could get 300,000 liters off of this field. I'm going to hire him to go down that way. And this guy is getting... I want to keep going a little bit deeper because I want to be able to get both fields in there. So I'm probably going to do it almost to the end of this field is where I'm going to stop him. But yeah, you can see his yield. Yeah, we're doing okay. I mean, we're going to get a decent amount. There's probably $2,000 or $3,000 in there right now, which, yeah, we're going to make plenty of money off. I'm not worried about that per se. I was just hoping the yield might be a little bit higher, but I'm just not used to doing soybeans, I think, is probably the issue, because the yield should be, yeah, it's going to be, yeah, yield bonus plus 85%, which is pretty much what you can get with what we have going on this farm. And I think right there, I'm going to turn them on, just have them sit right there, and then we'll hop back over to this guy. So this guy, once he gets closest, so he's a little bit offset, so it kind of looks like there's a couple workers doing it. So we will unhire him, and then I'll take a quick screenshot, and I'll move on with the harvest. But in terms of what we're doing today, I don't think I have any... I don't have any plans to add any new businesses for this episode. I don't think at this point. I might later. I do want to read off a couple of the comments here in a second. After we get one of these guys going, I want to read off a couple of the ones that you guys mentioned that I'm not going to use. So I want to, again, I'm going to go through a couple of those every episode just to say thank you to everyone who dropped a comment and did all that sort of stuff. So thank you guys. It's a big deal, honestly, it is, for every one of you that left a comment. So I want to make sure you guys get the credit you deserve for leaving a comment about a business that we should start. So again, I've been reading off the businesses that we're not going to end up using in the series just because they don't fit necessarily with what I'm doing, or there might be multiples of them already on the map or another one on the map or something like that. So those are kind of my reasons for not choosing those businesses. Nothing against the people or anything like that. Obviously, it's just what has to happen to make it easier. All right, we'll go back a little bit, and then I think we'll go forward just a touch. I think right about there, and then I'm going to hop into flight mode, turn off visibility, and that right there is a great thumbnail shot. So I'll take that, and boom, just like that. That's how I do my thumbnails. So I'll turn flight mode off, turn that on. This guy, we're going to keep going down just a little bit further, and then we're going to turn him off because we're going to take him down in our field, because then I can just hire that guy where he's at right now, and he can keep working on the big field. Let's get that squared away there. Okay, let's get this guy hired up. Thankfully, they won't fill up super fast, so I should be able to actually get a couple things maybe done around the farm as well. But we'll kind of see about that. But yeah, our next upgrade, again, like I said, we're going to get a new seeder set up. We have plenty of tractors and plenty of other equipment, and then probably our next upgrade past that is going to be a new harvester. And after we get the new harvester, I think we are going to start actually redoing the farm and getting some buildings out here, because I know we have plans to put buildings out here and everything like that, and we just haven't done it yet. So eventually I want to get that rolling and everything like that. But we'll get it going. So everything's going well on the farm. We're making good money and everything like that. So it's all good. It's all good. Now, I did think we could do oil of some kind, but I don't think the canola oil makes us any money, to be honest with you. Let me check my, I have like a nice sheet I did to show off the profitability of productions, which, by the way, cake is the most profitable base game production. Let's see here, the oils. Sunflower oil, you lose money. Olive oil, you make decent money. Canola oil, you make a very small amount. So it's honestly not worth it if you end up doing it. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's go get this guy working over here. And I do want to get the grass done too. Got a lot of stuff actually to do off camera here. Gonna get the silage done. And then hopefully this year we can get some stuff sold. But I will bring you back in obviously after the harvest is done, just so you guys can see what we've accomplished. You know, how much we've gotten off the fields and everything like that. Because I think that's important. I'm going to do actually a headland up this way. Just to hopefully make it a little bit easier. So that way there's a little bit more room to turn around at this end. There's plenty of room at the other end. But I'll do that just so there's some room at this end. And then get ready to mention a few. Yeah, I got a couple here I can read. I haven't read. First one is from Kellen W. It said, "Good evening. I've noticed that someone has purchased that old farmstead in No Man's Land and that someone has opened a biomass plant. The area is perfect for me to open up K&W Fuel Company, a gas station, truck stop, and fuel delivery service. K&W Fuel Oil Company will be a small, locally owned business that provides service to rural areas, small towns, farmers, truckers, travelers, and everyone in between." So yeah, I appreciate that business idea. Obviously, we have a couple fuel stations already on the map. If I do add another one, I'll actually probably come back to that. But I wanted to say thank you, Kellen, for the comment, my friend. You are awesome. So I really do appreciate you. So yeah, wanted to thank you for that. Continuing on, we have Red Mysticilla said, "I have noticed a lot of forestry movement going on up at the Old Man's Land Ranch, and was wondering if you'd be interested in selling some of the wood to me. I'd like to open a small sawmill up the road, and I feel this would be beneficial to both of us. I've also heard rumors of a furniture store being talked about. I feel this could be a good opportunity to help us all thrive in these tough times. Sincerely, Jeff, aka Red Mist." So thank you, Red Mist Killer. I appreciate it. We obviously have a furniture factory. We have 2 sawmills on the map, so it just seemed excessive probably to add a third one. So I do appreciate you, my friend. So thank you for the comment. Basket said, "Deer Logistics is an old forest company. They've heard about a beautiful forest on Land 12, and they are interested in buying. They'll be building a sawmill next to it to get some houses built in the region." And again, another essentially a sawmill forestry operation, which I don't think we need any more on the map. But those are the couple that I wanted to mention this episode, so thank you for that. I'm going to put a little break in here. I'm going to get a lot of stuff done off camera here. We have a lot of harvest to do, so hopefully we can get, again, this field, and then these 2 fields mowed and baled up for silage. So we got a lot to do, and then hopefully at the end of the episode, at a minimum, we're going to show you what we've earned, and then hopefully we can sell off maybe some of our products that we got, so we can start making a little bit extra money or show off some of the money. So there you go. I'll see you guys here in just a bit. All right, welcome back in, everyone. So the soy harvest is done, and we did not get anywhere near what I thought we'd get, but we still did good, because 148,000 sold at, if we get $1,200 per 1,000 liters, that's, oh gosh, we probably have, if I get a calculator right here, we have almost 149,000, so times 1,200, we'll make about 178,000, 180,000, somewhere in that range, which is not too bad. So I'm happy with that. We got all that done. I also decided that we probably should plant some more barley. So I have barley out here. I did use our small little itty bitty planter wherever it's at out here. That guy right there, the 8350. I know we have this guy here, and our plan is to get a bigger one, but I was kind of pressed up against time because we're going to do barley. We have to do it in October here, and we're probably not going to be able to afford that cedar till somewhere in here, or even a little bit for next year we'll have it. But we should, yeah, I mean, we should have it for next year, but just for the time being, I just wanted to get that planted. So what I did do a little bit different too as well, I planted it using that planter, and that planter puts a layer of fertilizer down, so that was layer 1. Then I went over the field with the sprayer to get rid of the weeds. It doesn't have any weeds, but I did it just, it's wasting a little bit, but that's okay. The worker's doing it. Obviously, I didn't have any weeds yet, but that should be a preemptive spraying, and that should work to get rid of any weeds in the future. And then because that changed the soil state, it allowed me to, oh, he's done. We'll just go ahead and finish this up here. We can probably take 2 off of that and see how that goes. Yeah, that'll be perfect right there. But anyhow, that allowed me to be able to go on here and again get it all fertilized, so we won't have to worry about this until it's harvest time. And I'll try to do the same thing with these 3 fields. Obviously we're not doing any silage harvest yet over here because we just don't have the equipment for it. And make sure I'm actually getting the whole field, though, would be nice. There we go. I'll come back and clean that up here in a second. But yeah, so we're getting things done. Things are happening. Things are good. Next episode, we should hopefully sell off all the soybeans, all the flour, all the eggs and probably some more planks as well, and our silage. So we have a lot. And I did finish the silage harvest up over, there we go, over that way on our couple of fields. So we have 3 big stacks of bales over there. And those are 7,500 liters a bale. They're big old bales. So that'll be perfect. So we should be making a lot of money next episode. I anticipate next episode we'll pull in about $500,000 if all goes well. Well, maybe not. So 180 from the soy, probably about 100,000 from the flour, maybe 100,000 from planks, and maybe 100,000 from eggs ish, maybe something like that. That might be a bit of an exaggeration, but at least we only need $200,000 or $300,000 to buy our other half of our cedar, which would be great, and then we can start saving up for, hopefully I want to get like a massive harvester. Eventually we'll want to get 2, but I think if we get a massive harvester, I think we'll sell off our small little John Deere harvester once we get that one, because we don't use that harvester anyways, to be fair. But then we will sell that off, and then we'll have 3 harvesters, which will have the 2 case running, and then our new massive one, and then eventually we'll sell the case ones off and buy a second massive one. I think that'll be kind of our goal. But to be fair, it doesn't take too long for us to harvest things right now. It did take probably about an hour or so to harvest all this. So it did, it took a fair amount of time, don't get me wrong, and that's real time. Maybe even more than that. It might have taken about an hour and a half to get all these fields harvested of soy. And that's not including the barley field, because we didn't have to harvest that one because it was already harvested. But so yeah, it does take quite a bit of time to get all that squared away. So that's one thing we have to just be cognizant of. It'd be nice to get a harvester that actually does it a little bit quicker. But oh gosh, I thought that was not done. I was like, what in the world happened up there? But it's all good. So on that note, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. This is my last video I'm pre-recording before I head off to Europe, so that'll be good there. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel, and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching.